Hello, comrades. I just want to say, with episode 3, I forgot when it uploaded. If it uploaded yesterday, I recorded it 2 days before it uploaded, but it just took so long, which I'm mad about because I had things to do, surprisingly. And usually my uploads take like 1 to 10 minutes to go online. I don't know why it took 2 minutes, not 2 minutes, 2 days. Anyways, now my rant is over, we can go to videoing. The first thing we see is the mixed nation, that's what I'm going to call it, is a little bit of expanding from them. And they begin exploring the area around them. Ta-da! From this colour, I don't know what colour it is, I think it's red-orange. We see them expand into the Asian part of Egypt, because yes, if you didn't know, Egypt is in 2 continents. 96% of it's in Asia, in Africa. The remaining 4 is here. No, 95.99999 is here. The rest, all except the last tiny amount is here, and the rest is here. I'm kidding. It's just. Anyways, we go over to here, and we see a bit of expanding happening. Not too much to make you say Jesus Christ has a sock, but just enough. And we see a bit of land sink into the ocean. I'm kidding, that does not happen because I'm not ADIS Pro. We do see the coral team expand a bit. We see a union happen between the lavender team and them, and they join in on this union. And we see the green team, just because they're the smallest, I think they are the smallest, doesn't mean they're the weakest. Out of these 3, they are the strongest. So we see them beginning to invade into them. And eventually, this country decides to join in on this war to get some more land. And eventually, they meet up in about here, I'd say. And it's just, yeah. Anyways, we see like a few little naval landings into Africa. We see one here, one here, one here, and we see some land expansion. We see them send a few people out, I'd say maybe 100 now, to go across the coast, which the green team people do, and they manage to get up to very close to the red-orange team, but not quite there. They are incredibly close though. And we also see the green team snake down to the lavender team. So now they have basically all of the Middle East. No, not even all of the Middle East. Some of the place west of the Middle East. And they know about Africa, just barely. The red team we see expand to here. And we see a three-way war happening. The orange team going against the blue team and the grey team. And the grey team going against the blue and orange, and blue against grey and orange. Basically, it's a free-for-all. The grey team begins expanding into the blue team, being the weaker out of all of them. And also sends, I'd say they probably have a population of maybe 5,000. I'd say they might have maybe a fifth enrolled, so that is 1,000. But we see the orange team with the stronger military begin pushing back. And they begin pushing to uninhabited lands to try and separate any military helpings. Holy crap! Anyways, we see something. Those two decide to work together and begin pushing across. The light blue team manages to get there, and the grey team just barely manages to cut across to connect to them. But it's too late. The blue team has lost contact with the red team, as now they do not border each other. And the grey team begins also losing contact with neighbouring countries. So they decide to unite together. I'm just going to do it under the light blue team's rule just for simplicity's sake. And they decide to agree for peace, so yeah, that's boring. Anyways, we just see this happen. The lime team begins expanding up the coast. And the purple team also decides to do that. Well, not up the coast, but up. And we see another little war happen. In this just general area. Actually, I think before that happened, I'd say there would probably be a revolt or two happening. We see the I don't know what color that is. I'm gonna call it the Regan color, because that's the color. That's basically the exact same color as my hands. Well, how I draw them at least. Anyways, we see this area revolt, and then now the me, them, the coral, the brown, the gold, and the red orange team now are all in a war. Oh, here's a big thumbs up. With the teams, I'd say probably blue and orange on one team, gold and brown, and these two. we see them beginning to push up. And the coral team begins doing the same. That is not the right colour. Snake, dog, cat, dog, snake. We'll be right back. Anyways, they begin pushing up. And then they manage to... This whole area decides to join them. Up here joins them. And then here... Yeah, they just decide to leave it. From the gold team, we see them beginning to push into the red-orange team. But they don't really get that far with it. They just get to here. What they do is they make it so that now it has a nose and it's like this. So it's like a demented banana. And we see something with the bronze. Actually, no, I'd say the blue team has to join them. We see a push from the pink, no, the coral, and the me color teams. Why did I say and the color teams? I'm just gonna. That's weird. So they begin pushing down, and then they decide to leave the war. Which is good, because we see them begin to expand. And begin... That is not the right colour. And begin invading into the gold team. Which where is it? The red-orange team decides to also do. And each country decides to agree for peace after the borders look like this. I'm kidding, they don't get turned into a pancake. I think the borders would more look like this. So, a demented L. Anyways, we see a little bit of things happen in Africa because there's a little landing here. And people from the red-orange team also go down and find people here. They send some people into Africa and they begin exploring a bit, mainly going near the coast so that they don't die. And eventually they find all of the Egyptian coast. And they decide to make a country there. I need new colours now. Let's make them now. Add. 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 I said add. 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 add, and add. I'll say that's good enough for now. We see a little country form. You know, it's quite ironic I used a cold colour for this when Egypt and Africa in general tend to be quite hot. So now we see the borders look like this. Yay. Yay. Oh right, I forgot. There's colours here. Anyways, it's a good thing we see another smaller settlement here. And that was definitely intentional and not just because I found out the colours were there. Anyways, so I think that's good for now. About half because I'm happy with it, half because I'm tired. And also half because bye.